Hey guys, I think I went live on the wrong channel, but oh well. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know. I accidentally pushed go live on my laptop, my other laptop, and not my computer, so I don't know what that means or what that does, but I hope it works out. Shoot. I don't think it should matter. Yeah, it should be all right. So how's everybody doing? Just waiting. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be starting soon. I'm not even sure what they're going to go over. I've been getting so confused on what's what. Oh, I never sent my last message. Hold on. And one second. Let me finish this. Okay. So how's everybody doing? Amy, Rose, New York, Crease. Doing well. I'm doing good, Pam. Oh, relaxing with your baby Libby. Oh, I think it's about to start. I'm going to mute.
Judge, we went live, just so you know. Did you hear me say that we went live, Judge?
Okay. We'll call the cases then. This is the time set for a status conference. This is Fremont County case CR 222755, State versus Chad Guy Daybell, and Fremont County case CR 2222838, State versus Lori Vallow Daybell. This is the time set for a hearing on a status conference. Representing the state in this case are prosecutors Rob Wood and Rachel Smith. On behalf of the defendant, Mr. Daybell, Mr. Pryor is appearing, and Mr. Means is appearing on behalf of Mrs. Vallow Daybell. So counsel, we do have a trial scheduled in this matter, July 12th through the 30th. Our pretrial conference is June 2nd, so not too far down the road. We did set a status conference back in March to discuss, I think, council's preparedness and thoughts on our existing trial setting. So that'll be the first issue I'll raise, and then I'll let council bring up any other issues they think we need to discuss today. But Mr. Wood, what are your thoughts on our current trial setting in July, which is set for the 12th through the 30th?
Your Honor, the state can do that. I know that at our last hearing, I believe Mr. Pryor said he may be asking for a continuance. Like I said, we can be ready to go, but if council wishes for a continuance, we're not opposed to that either.
All right, Mr. Pryor, why don't we go to you next on behalf of your client, Mr. Daybell?
Judge, I think there are a couple of matters that are going to need to be heard prior to that time. A venue motion, obviously. I anticipate, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone that a severance motion will probably be coming down the line as well. In addition, and I'm not going to address this in detail today, but having gone through all of the discovery that I've been provided at this point, I still have about 30 items on my list that I need to discuss with Mr. Wood and Ms. Smith in terms of items that I'm going to need them to provide me. I don't know how long that's going to take or what that process is going to involve. So my position is simply that I'm going to clearly need more time, and I think now would be the time to set this out. And I anticipate at least 90 days beyond the current setting date, Judge, is what I would need as a minimum.
You're saying 90 days additional past the trial date for you to be prepared for trial?
Beyond the August start, the end of August, actually, Judge, is what I'm anticipating. I'm looking at October and November, Judge, is what I'm thinking, just because the amount of discovery that I'm looking at is significant, and I'm going to need those items before I'm going to be able to be effectively prepared for this.
Okay, so just to be clear then, you're making a motion to continue the trial?
I am, Judge.
All right, Mr. Means, where are you in terms of preparedness for trial with your client at this point?
I think it would have to be vacated and reset, Your Honor. I have no objection to the timeline that Mr. Pryor presented or stated to the court. I think that's probably at a minimum as far as the timeout.
All right, I'll go back to you then, Mr. Wood. There's formally now 2 motions to vacate and continue the July trial setting. Does the state have any objection to the continuance requests?
No objection.
Well, I'll give you the option then. Do you want to look at a scheduling conference at a future date or start looking at calendars now? My trial calendar, as I've advised, is packed through the fall because we're just now starting jury trials again. Finally, we are starting. We've got one happening this week. So there's a lot to get through also though, and some may well take priority over this case in terms of their age or how long somebody's been incarcerated. So we have to look at that. Might take some timing if we're still looking at a 3 to 4 week trial. So I'm somewhat inclined to set a scheduling conference instead of trying to work that into my calendar today. The other thing I guess I'll bring up is on these motions then, if we are still going to hear the motion to change venue and potentially motion to sever, that's a hearing I think we should get on the calendar and schedule today. And perhaps we could bring up the trial setting at the conclusion of hearing those motions on that same day. So, Mr. Wood, your thoughts on proceeding in that manner?
That's fine with the state.
All right, Mr. Pryor, Mr. Means, is it okay if we set a hearing then today on the venue motion and any other motions? We'll just set a day and then use time at the end of those hearings for a new trial setting.
Judge, I think it'd be important if we do the changing of the trial date as in the form of a status conference. I don't know that that necessarily needs to be disseminated to the public, but as far as the venue motion, I'm comfortable with that. And then as far as scheduling the time for the hearing, again, we're going to be balancing now 4 lawyer schedules as well as a judge, and I think at this point that may be something that could be handled informally.
Okay. And that might be the easiest way to approach it, quite frankly, also, rather than us sitting all and thumbing through our calendars, trying to get a time set out this fall, including my schedule is pretty difficult going forward. So we'll get a date. We'll take a look at that. If I want to just contact counsel about scheduling, we'll do that. But let's go ahead. I will then order, based on the motion, I'll grant the motion to vacate and continue the currently scheduled July trial. And let's look at a time then to schedule.
Judge, may I make a suggestion?
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Pryor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, we had an informal pretrial set for the 2nd of June. That would seem to be a logical a choice, since all of us had to be available at that time as well. So if I would propose a date, I would suggest the 2nd of June as a potential date, if that's acceptable to Mr. Means and Mr. Wood, and if that accommodates Ms. Smith's schedule, Ms. Smith's schedule as well.
Yeah, that's the date I was considering as well, because we did have the hearing set.
That would work for me. Let me just check. Yeah, that works.
I can do June 2nd.
I can as well, Your Honor.
All right. I've got to clarify one thing first. Give me a moment. All right, actually, I'm not going to be able to use that date, counsel. I've got a civil matter for a case that's probably the oldest case on my docket that I promised counsel. It's a bench trial that I'd give them that date for part of their trial. So where I intended this to just be the pretrial conference, we were going to fit this in, but knowing that this will be a probably multi-hour long hearing, I'm going to have to find another date. So June 2nd is not going to work.
What about the week before that, 27th and 28th of May?
I'm not available that week, Judge. I'm sorry.
The following week, let me look. The next week, June 9th, would
That
work.
works for my schedule, Judge.
June 9th would work for my schedule as well, Your Honor.
That works for me.
That works. I can work that out.
Okay, thanks for accommodating that. So we'll schedule the motion for change of trial venue for Wednesday, June 9th at 9:00 a.m. If you've got other motions you want to hear that day also, I'll make it a point to just essentially block the day out to allow for additional hearings. And then we'll also need to get the matter back on the trial calendar either on that time or before then if we figure out new dates for trial. I did fill the note as we started the hearing. We don't have a court reporter available today. I advise counsel of that. So we are recording this live on YouTube for public access. We're also recording it on the FTR system through Fremont County as well as the Zoom software. So I know we've already gone through these issues, but Mr. Wood, do you have any issue with us holding this hearing and having done it today without the court reporter?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thanks, Mr. Means. Any objection to us proceeding as we have today?
No, Your Honor.
And Mr. Pryor, are you okay with us going forward or having had this hearing today without the court reporter?
There is no objection, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Apologies for not calling that up at the beginning of the case. So we'll get that June 9th set then. I don't think there are any other pending motions or anything scheduled right now for us to consider. So, Mr. Wood.
Your Honor, I do have my two motions to exclude, but we could certainly hear those that morning.
Okay, I'm fine to have those heard that morning also.
Okay.
Objection to scheduling those that time, Mr. Means or Mr. Pryor?
Judge, I think that's fine. I think I already indicated to all of counsel about the name request of the change that I'm asking everybody to use on the one witness. And then I don't know if we've resolved the issue of Mr. Woods allowing his witness to appear by way of Zoom. And I would also make the same request because I anticipate that Mr. Means disclosed an expert witness and I intend to call them and would ask the same, that my expert witness with his formal survey be allowed to appear by Zoom. But I can't recall, Mr. Wood, if that was resolved or not.
I think both, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Means, we had both indicated we would stipulate to that.
So all witnesses can appear by Zoom. I think the court had some hesitancy though.
If there's a stipulation, I'm fine with the appearance of the witnesses by Zoom. If there's an objection, then I think we probably would need to set another hearing prior to the June 9th hearing to make a determination how those witnesses would appear.
And I assume Mr. Means is, we're all going to need to sign that stipulation. Is that correct, Judge?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't have anything further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thanks for pointing those matters out. All right, if there's nothing else for this afternoon, then we'll be in recess. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Your
Thank you.
Honor.
Thank you.
You all.
There we go, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm not going to be long. I got pizza that just got to the house. Zavarelli's pizza, the family pizza. So I am going to do a live tonight though, guys. I was going to do like an old school live because there has been some people asking about, for some reason, sometimes it won't let you get to some of my old videos from over a year ago. I even have an issue unless you go to the playlist. So I was going to do like an old school live where I'm playing some of like my old videos. like my very first videos. Some of them are discussions with Randy, and then some of them are just me. But I thought that would be kind of interesting to get a good laugh, number one. But number two, to actually kind of refresh on some of the Watts case. Actually, it was when I first started my channel, so I thought it would be kind of fun to play some of them and just have a live, and I could actually be in chat and be able to chat with y'all, while we're watching. I'm gonna pick a lot of the ones when it's just me and Randy, but I think there's a few I want to do of just me because of the discuss, like what I'm talking about. But majority of the ones I'll probably play will be me and Randy's discussion. So come back. I'll probably do it around like 8:30 maybe. So between 8 and 9 I'll probably start it. So yeah, so come back and it'll be kind of it'll be fun. I like when I'm able to just be in chat so I could actually chat with you guys and see what everybody's saying, when I'm just like playing a video and I could pay attention. But okay, so yeah, how disappointing though as far as what just happened. They're pushing it back even farther. Remember when it was started off where it was going to be January, and then it got pushed back to April, and then it got pushed back to July, and now it's pushed back to freaking, what'd they say, maybe October or November, guys? This sucks. I was really looking forward to watching it this summer because these aren't even the murder charges. I say let's get this done because they still have murder charges coming. Why procrastinate this? Why put this off when these aren't even the murder charges, for crying out loud? Like, I don't understand. They're going to have to go through all of this for the murder charges too, right? It's going to be a lot of the same evidence though. So, I don't know. Yeah, that'll be, gosh, now we got to wait. Watch them even push it farther back. Watch it keep getting pushed back even farther. But I guess as of right now, it looks like what they say, October, November, probably. I think I missed what date they picked. I was chatting. What date did they pick for the change of venue and hearing? Wasn't that a change of venue and whatever other issues they want to bring up? What date did they pick? Was it June or I wasn't paying attention because I was in the middle of chat and I missed it. Oh shoot, I'll just have to rewatch it. June 9th. Okay, thanks, Tammy. So June 9th is gonna be what? They're gonna take care of some issues like I think still the change of venue, right? Which they need to get that figured out before they could pick the dates for the trial, because they got to know what venue that they're going to be working with, right? And when they're open. And then I probably going to bring up any other issues that Pryor has or freaking Mark Means. It seems like they always have these issues. They're just trying to stall. Yeah, but I was kind of disappointed because the last 3 hearings, Chad and Lori, maybe even more than the last 3 hearings, but at least the last 3 hearings, Chad and Lori haven't even been there. Why don't they have to come? That's not fair. Doesn't the defendant have to be there? I guess not for the hearings. They don't, but, oh, wait, what's up, Michelle? Are you trying to ask something? No, I saw that the 9th. Yeah. I already said that. Is that what you were talking about? But thanks. Yep. I saw Tammy had said it right before you, but yeah, thank you. June 9th. Yep. So yeah, June 9th, like I said, but that's not the trial. That's just any issues, the change of venue and all these other things that were supposed to already have happened. Do you remember that the change in venue was supposed to be like 2 months ago, right? That hearing, isn't that what they said? This one of the things that they're going to bring up, right? Do you remember when that was supposed to be like 2 months ago? And I don't know why that keeps getting pushed off. Like, just decide. Are they going to have it where, right? He said, I got to rewatch it because I was chatting and I didn't hear if that's what they were going to bring up on June 9th. But all right, guys, I might rewatch that while I'm eating the pizza and see what they exactly said. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you tonight around probably between either 8 or 9. And yeah, disappointing though, pushing it back to October, November. Gosh, that's disappointing. I'm really anxious to see them go down for what they did. think about that. Now that gets pushed back. When is there going to be justice for the murder? That's not going to be till probably who knows how long. Lori's probably so embarrassed to show her face because number one, she she probably has really dark hair because isn't her hair naturally, which isn't even a big deal, but she's the type of person that would be bothered by the way she looks. So she hasn't been able to keep up on things. So maybe, at least in her mind, she probably thinks she looks horrible. So she's probably going to be really embarrassed. But I bet you they're going to give them the option of wearing a freaking mask, which I wish they wouldn't. I would like to see their faces when things are said, you know? Yeah, it's probably gray now. You're right, Trauma True Crime. You're probably right. I don't know. I bet your hair is like a blondish brown, right? I don't think it's actually too dark. I don't know. I have to go back and look. I know she definitely dyes it because it's like really like that not natural looking blonde. I don't know what color you would call it. It almost looks like a I don't even know what you call it, but it's definitely dyed, so it's definitely going to be a different color. Which is no big deal, but for her it is. That's the thing. For her it really is, I'm sure. Oh my god, Bella, you're cracking me up. Mustache and eye. Oh my gosh. That's too funny. Yeah, you're right. Oh guys. That's a good a good comment to end this on. Everybody laughing. That's hilarious. All right, guys. It wouldn't surprise me if this case. No, Glenda. No, I hope not. I don't think there's any chance it'd be thrown out. Gosh, that would make me so mad. No way. No way that they would let that be thrown out. But I'm just wondering, when are they going to do the murder charges? Are they going to do it like right after? Are they going to wait till the end of this trial to even try to officially charge them? Or I don't know. And then the Tammy investigation, Daybell investigation. Do you remember like how many months ago that law enforcement said that the Charles Vallow investigation, that there was going to be an arrest? So all these different side investigations, that those are still open too. So who knows what's going to happen with those? I don't know. I think they found something in Tammy's autopsy. I really do, considering the fact that they're keeping it private. So, I guess we'll find out. I just wonder if there's like a plan on when to do it. If they're waiting for the first trial or I don't know. I mean, why haven't they done anything yet? It seems like by now there should have been a charge, but anyway, all right, guys, I'll chat with you guys in a few hours. Bring your coffee and snacks, and we'll just have a fun time chatting and watching some of the old school videos. I haven't watched them since back then, so I don't even know. I'll probably be laughing. I don't even know what I was saying, but I'm sure, I feel like it'll be a good, like a refresher on some of this stuff. Cause I know there's some of them I'll read the discovery and then chat. And then some I'm reading the discovery and discussing it with Randy. So I think it'll be kind of fun and just chatting with you guys. So, all right, guys, have a good, go eat some dinner. Have a good couple hours and hopefully I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.